Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gents, boys and girls. We're here ready now for the next match, which is Serbia-Singapore. Again, it's going to be quite a game. We've got the teams coming out now. We've got Serbia playing in the all-white strip. And we've got Singapore playing in the mainly blue strip there with the blue shorts.
All looking really good, really keen to get started.
I'd like to welcome Carol, who's on for the first time with me today. Carol's actually the president of the Liverpool Supporters Club here in Perth. And she wanted to come down and give it a shot with us, so here she is. Welcome, Carol.
Thanks, Ned. Really looking forward to it.
So we're just going to stand for the national anthems and then we'll be back with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please be standing for the national anthem of Serbia?
Two fantastic national anthems there. Teams standing proud for their countries, their flags, their badges. Great to see. Every team that comes out here, every game, stand proud for their nation, and it's great to see.
Fantastic atmosphere here today. Lots more people attending, so it's really good to see the support for the Mini Football World Cup.
And so there you have the Singapore lineup in front of you. And we've got Siniša Milanov, number 12. He's the keeper for this game. Sorry, that's Serbia. I'll try that again. King Ao Young, which is number 21. I'll try that again.
Teams just taking their photographs now for when they win the World Cup, hopefully.
And there's your Serbian team lineup. And that one is number 12, Siniša Milanov, who's the keeper for this team. So what do you think of this backdrop, Carol, where this whole ground is situated for the Black Pearl Arena?
It's fantastic, right on the Swan River, beautiful, and it's not too hot today. It's pretty blowy, but great conditions for the teams to be able to play.
Yeah, it's perfect conditions. They stay cool when we've got a nice surface breeze like this, and it's not so strong that the ball whips about. It's a good weight, this ball. I've mentioned it a few times in this competition. It's got a decent weight that keeps the ball low when it's going along the ground, and you don't really see much of a waver on it when the power hits are being put in. Singapore still having a little bit of a
conflab there to give themselves that team camaraderie. So go boys, both teams. Doing their stretches and ready to roll.
Yeah, good turnout in the stands there, as you can see. So I think we're going to see goals in this competition anyway. We're going to see goals between these two teams.
So it looks like Serbia are kicking off.
So we're about to kick off, and it looks like Singapore with the kickoff. Singapore in the blue shorts playing right to left, and Serbia in the all-white strip with the red socks playing left to right. And we're away. It's quite a difference in size between these two teams.
Looks like boys versus men at the moment in terms of size, but I'm sure the skill set will be, you know, very different.
So Singapore getting up front quite early on.
Nice 1-2 there.
Straight in, shot away, and it was a good shot and a good save. It's a good shot, so like I said, taking a notice of the size, it's all about the skill in this game.
Singapore in the Serbia half and back to their keeper.
So here we're seeing signs already of the Singapore keeper coming out, sweeper keeper, coming out of his box, making up that sixth member of the team outfield, which we see a lot in this game. It's good to see.
Oh.
Little miscommunication there, I think, Carol.
Yep. Throw into Serbia.
Some nice play from Serbia to start with. Keeper gets down, almost loses it, but good defense from Singapore there.
I think this is going to be a tight game there from the beginning. It looks like teams are pretty equal.
So far. It looks like Singapore are setting up with that 2-1-2 that we see quite often in this game. Serbia seem to have maybe two floating between the middle and the front. Shot away. Good solid shot there from number 2 Serbia, which is Chedomir Tomic.
On the volley, he took that, so...
Yeah, he hit it well, just wide of the goal there.
Bit of a wild kick there.
Yeah, keeper ball. So we've almost got a bit of man-on-man marking when the keeper's on the ball there. If you watch the Singapore team at the back when their keeper's on the ball, we've almost got a bit of man-on-man marking, which you don't see quite too much in this game.
Good turn.
But Serbia doing well, strong team. Oh, good defending from Singapore. It was clear to see what Serbia had in mind there. Taking it to the flank man and then passing it back to the middle for a shot on goal. But Singapore had that covered.
And Singapore just pushing Serbia back into their own half,
yeah.
And they start again.
Serbia throwing. Oh, strong shot,
good save.
Excellent save.
Oh, can Singapore take a breakaway? No.
Excellent save from the Singapore keeper there, Mohamed Nasir.
Serbia just having a little bit more of the ball. Seem to be in Singapore's area a little bit more, so
Yeah.
slowly just making ground there.
Starting to show a bit more strength in the game, the Serbians. But at the moment, Singapore are up for it.
Throw into Serbia. Right into the box.
It's just hit it over the top there. Nice idea.
It's a good job there's net to the back so it doesn't hit the people in the stands.
Yeah. 2 balls on the pitch there, just clearing that one out of the way. So notice again the Singapore keeper's on the ball and all 3 of the forwards are man marking. Yeah, just knocked behind for a keeper ball again.
They clearly come out with a game strategy, haven't they, about the man marking?
Yeah. But it's clear to see now you've got that 2-1-2 formation, which does work well in this game. There's a lot of teams employ it. Good cover again from Singapore, and now they're on the move forward with a challenge. We might get a shot on goal. Didn't quite make it, just slightly overplayed there.
Serbia playing from the back, which they've been doing pretty well. Good skills.
You know, this Serbian team might be bigger in stature to this Singapore team, but Singapore are standing up to them well.
3 Serbia players around the Singapore player.
Oh, a little miscommunication there, but... And that's where the stature came in there. The Serbian number 2, Chidimor Tomic, easily able to muscle off the Singapore player in that situation.
As you're saying there, though, Singapore are standing up to them, even though they're smaller in stature.
Absolutely. Oh, a little bit light on that pass. Keeper's out, he's read it well. Yeah, a little bit light on that pass. Takes him a couple of minutes just to get rid of the movement of the ball, to get used, to the movement of the ball on this AstroTurf field.
Serbia have just made a substitution. Number 7, Ivan Stoker, has come on.
Oh, good save again, good save.
Breakaway by Singapore, maybe? Ball's out.
They're just catching them on the counter there. There's a little replay of that shot on goal. It's a good, solid shot. Keeper's played it well, parried it out.
He's had a blinder so far, that keeper.
Yeah, did well.
Singapore putting a few substitutes on now, maybe with a different dimension.
So again, for those people who are watching this for the first time, there's unlimited substitutions in this game. They can revolve the players as much as they like. They can be on and off 5-6 times in a game. Depending on squad numbers, sometimes you'll see an entire squad change, and then other times you'll see 1 or 2 people coming on and off. Also, for those other people watching this for the first time, there's no slide tackles in this game. No man-on-man slide tackles. So even if you see a slide tackle and a clean ball's been taken, slide tackle's not allowed.
Foul there by Singapore, giving a free kick to Serbia. See what they do here. Have they been practicing their set pieces, I wonder?
So that was Visva Manivanan.
Ref pulling them back.
Singapore there. No cards shown. The refs have been very fair in these games. Just had a word with him, you know, told him to watch himself. And we'll see what's going to happen here, whether he's going to be a straight shot for goal. And he's done it. Power shot. Singapore up to the measure. And we got a throw in for Serbia. Well, it was a nice throw in.
Corner. No, free goal kick.
Goal kick, yeah. Came off the Serbian player.
Good to see the young lads being the ball boys. So.
Yeah, these young lads and lasses from around Perth who've been down, and not just Perth, some of the teams have brought their own kids with them. I know the Australian team have got their own ball boys. And Nate's always been on top of that, making sure those guys are doing the job for the team.
Bit of a wayward pass there, unfortunately, for Singapore. Serbia again slowly building up from the back. Nice pass.
It's a good save. There was no power behind it, and the keeper was well up to it. He did hit it right at the keeper. So Singapore on the charge again.
Nice ball there. Unfortunately, it just went out. So Singapore would have been through there. Yeah, very even game. Both sides. Deflection there from Serbia player to Singapore, so goal kick for Serbia. These substitutions that they put on for Singapore now, I think, are actually closing Serbia down more than the players were before. Free kick to Serbia. See what they can do with this one.
Yeah. Might go again for the power shot. He's a big lad, that number 10.
He's going for the power shot, I think.
Oh, what a goal. Number 10, Veselin Guberinic. First goal for Serbia.
Well hit as well. Goalkeeper would have struggled to save that with the power of that. So what can Singapore show now?
What have Singapore got in reply, indeed? It's been no pushover. Singapore have been doing well. They look like a good, strong, disciplined team. And I do feel they've got goals in them.
Oh,
there's a little shot into the side net in there. I think the keeper might have got a hand to that.
Corner to Singapore.
Oh, nice play.
Could be a breakaway by Serbia here. Oh, well stopped.
And a nice play from Singapore, if he can just release it. There you go, 2-on-1. Oh, and a good save from the keeper, and out for a corner. Excellent save from the keeper. Kept himself low, came out, made himself big. Here's a replay of that. Just take a look at this from the keeper. Good play. Made himself big. Closed the player down.
Both keepers are having a really excellent game.
Yeah.
Free kick to Singapore. See what they've got in mind here. See if they can equalise.
We're 13 minutes into this game, and the current score is Serbia 1, Singapore 0. We've got Serbia on the ball now, coming forward strong. Number 15 on the ball, easily able to muscle these lads off. And he got closed down, and there's a free kick.
I think the ref let the first pull on the shirt go, but the second one was very clear foul.
Played the advantage, Carol, and these refs have been really good at this in the whole competition. You know, he's let the play go on because, you know, there was possibly a chance of a goal shot there.
A yellow card just been given to the Singapore player. Can't see the number, sorry, who it was. So I think it might have been 24, but he's got his back to us, but he's been given a yellow card. So Serbia going to go for the power shot again?
I think so. I think that's going to be their ploy all game. They can really hit the ball hard. Oh, and they've gone for the chip.
Oh!
They've gone for the chip with the little chip into the box that'll header in, but didn't quite pay off.
I think that ball was a little bit too hard for the guy to even try and direct the ball into the net.
Yeah.
So
we've got Philip Cobser online. I think you're right, Philip. From the start of the competition, I think we're definitely seeing an improved Singapore team here. Definitely keeping their shape better than the early stages of the competition, and you know, discipline in their passing and moving around the pitch. So I think you're right, Philippe Cobser. Thanks for your comments.
And a 1-0 goal is not impossible to pull back, especially when, you know, you can have a breakaway. In Singapore, as you say, have got a goal in them.
Yeah, a little push in the back there, but played it on.
Where is he?
Singapore playing from the back now again. Trying to break them down the side, but number 3 standing strong.
Good, good solid football, nothing wrong with that. Oh, tried the little deck chip into the box there for number 2.
Serbia just turning the screw a little bit more, having more possession of the ball and definitely in the box of them.
Oh, there was a close header just coming off the crossbar.
Just as I said, Serbia were having more possession and nearly scored.
Yeah, so we'll have another look at that. See this header come in just off the crossbar there. Half an inch lower. What's that in centimetres, Carl? I'm still old school. I'm still old school. 10 centimetres anyway, I'll go for that. I'm still old school. Pounds, shillings and pence.
I can do kilos. Whoa, bit of a wild hit there from Serbia's number 3.
Yeah, that was more than 10 centimetres over the top.
Coming up to 17 minutes in a half that's 25 minutes each way for the Sixer side.
So Serbia in no rush, being a goal up. They'll take their time and wait for the space.
Nice ball from number 9.
Oh, what a save. He tried to lob the keeper there, but didn't quite pay off.
Keeper got a good left hand to that ball.
Yeah, he did. He saw that coming.
Singapore being forced back into their own half then, but now having a little bit of a breakaway.
Oh, it's a good shot. It's a good shot, but there was a deflection on the way through. And again, good control with the ball. Oh, and then as I say, he lets the ball go out, number 8 for Singapore. Oh, nice through ball there for Singapore. I'm not sure I'd have gone for the free kick. I might have left that one to continue on. And that's out for a keeper ball. Yeah, I might have let them continue play there rather than go to the free kick because they were running through.
Definitely should have played advantage. Where's VAR when you need it?
Yeah. Oh, that was too easy. That was too easy for Cedamore Tomic.
2-0 to Serbia. Very well taken goal.
2-0.
Went through them.
It seems like the Singapore team just stood back there. There was literally 3-4 players stood around him and they just stood back and he tapped it in. There's a replay. Just take a look at this. Singapore just standing around him. 3-4 players, look. Far too much space. Far too easy a goal.
No one moved to the ball to even try and take
even
it
the
out.
keeper seemed to be rooted to the spot.
So will this 2-0 be too much for Singapore to come back from? If they can get an early goal and make it 2-1, then it'll make an interesting game. But if Serbia score again, it changes the game.
So we're 20 minutes into this game. We've got Serbia 2-0 against Singapore. Got a close shot on goal there, just again not going in, not happening. There's plenty of time for Singapore to come back from this, plenty of time. That's the nature of this beautiful game. You can get goals in minutes, in seconds. Singapore just need to keep that discipline. Shot into the stands there.
Luckily with the other end.
Nearly took out the stadium commentator with that ball. Seems to me like he was aiming it. Somebody's coffee nearly got spilt there, and that's a sin.
Serbia building from the back again, which they're doing quite a lot of. Pushing Singapore into their own half. Yeah. Singapore marking up.
Good defence. Don't think he quite kept that in for a throw-in. I think you'll find it's a corner. But he did well anyway to close him down. No, ref said it's a throw-in. I thought it was just on the line.
Yeah, it looked like corner. So.
Oh. And Serbia just able to muscle these Singapore players off the line, which you would expect looking at the size of these guys. But Singapore doing really well.
So another corner to Serbia. And another one. Will it be third time lucky for this corner for Serbia? Or can Singapore defend well like they...
Great defending there. Now they've got to use it. We've got 3-on-2. Lovely run through by the number 7 there. Oh!
Great run by
the number 7. That was a beautiful run through there. That was Matthew Shiva Vasan.
That was the difference in size where he's small and his speed is far.
Totally outran him there. Totally outpaced him. Just didn't pay off. He had 2 other players with him. It was 3-on-2.
I think he was too fast for his own players as well.
And they need to be doing that a little bit more, I think.
Oh, that was close.
Dangerous playing there, dangerous playing, but they've got it under control. They've kept possession. Oh, and was the keeper off his line? Yes, he was. Keeper was off his line. He's handled it outside of the box. That's a yellow card.
And an opportunity now for Singapore to make
Now we've got a free kick here.
Make it equal, 1-1.
Close quarters on goal. Let's see what Singapore do with this. Are they going to go for the straight power shot, or are they going to do a little play? Maybe a little training ground play.
I think more they'll go for the play, Nev, based on the power.
Yeah. I mean, look at the height difference between the Singapore and the Serbia on the line there.
Maybe chip into the left-hand corner.
Oh, and it's a good play. Singapore have got a throw-in out of it.
They need to keep this pressure on Serbia to...
Keeper actually did well there. If you watch this, he's took it on his chest. So again, Singapore on the ball. I mean, it's not like, oh, there you go, it's been stolen. Now then, what's going to happen here? Oh, he's done well. He's done well. Referees let that go on. Fair tackle. Singapore doing really well out of a dangerous situation there. Defending fantastic.
Bit of excitement there with the interception.
Oh!
Good shot.
What a shot. Looked like it was in the net, but it actually rattled off the side netting.
Singapore on the ball again, building from the back. Nearly 25 minutes is up of this first half, so they need to keep plugging away.
Oh, beautiful control of the ball there. Just lost it under his own foot.
Brought the ball down really, really well there, but obviously just unfortunately lost it. So
Singapore players absolutely not afraid of these big Serbian lads coming at them. They're taking them on every tackle. Fantastic to watch.
Singapore's best chance of a goal, I think, is in that breakaway because of the speed.
And there's the half-time. So we're currently sitting on 2-0 to Serbia, but how well are these Singapore boys playing? Absolutely not afraid of the game, absolutely going for it. And I can see goals in this Singapore team, I really can. We're going to have an exciting second half. Make sure you stay tuned for the second half. We'll talk to you shortly. 2 goals and Singapore on 0. But please don't let that confuse you. This Singapore team have really been going for this game. It's an exciting game.
So Singapore kicking from the left to the right?
Yeah, that's right. And in the all-white, we've got Serbia kicking right to left now and about to take the kick-off for the second half. Here we go. So I've not seen that before. It's obviously some kind of understanding. The Serbians did get the kick-off, but actually passed it to a Singapore player who then passed it to the back row of the Singapore team. I'm sure I saw that right, and it's not something I've seen before, but it was clearly an understanding.
Like out of respect for something, wasn't it?
There's a lot of respect in this game.
Oh, Singapore going to break. Oh, hard luck, lad. He really went in there.
We got a question online from Jovis Teo asking how old are the players? We have players of all ages in this competition, Jovis. I've actually just been doing an interview with one of the South African team, a young fella called Jaden, who's actually only 16 years old. So believe me, we've got young boys out here and we've got fully grown big lads like these Serbians.
Foul there by the Serbian against the Singapore player, so they've got a free kick. So see what they can do with this. Will they just bung it into the box, or they might try a slow build-up? Missed pass there by the Singapore player.
Still keeping their shape, though. It's good discipline from both teams here. Oh, and there's a shot away there from the Serbian number 9, and the Singapore keeper did really well. So let's just take another look at that. Here we go. Look, keeper just gets his left foot to it, clears it out the box.
When you're a keeper, it doesn't matter where you save the ball, as long as you save it.
Yeah.
From your team conceding a goal.
Quite correct, Carol. So the Singapore lads still pressing, still going for that ball. They want a goal. They're not giving up until they hear that final whistle. And we've already seen in this competition, goals are scored right up to that final whistle. We saw Japan come back from 3 goals down earlier on today. And they ended up making it a 6-all score from 3 goals down with 5 minutes to go. So definitely goals can come late in this competition.
Goalkeeper came out of his box there with the ball in his hand, but seemed to let it go. Oh, a bit of a wild kick there by the
long shot to nothing there, trying to catch the keeper off his line. So what do you think of it so far, Carol?
It's really good, Nev. It's you know, the standard of football is exceptional.
Yeah.
The commitment to the game is clearly seen, and the passion, they've got the passion that they really want to win.
Yeah. And how does that compare to the mighty Liverpool, Carol?
Oh, now you.
So yeah, that's keeper just came out of his box. It looked like he kept the ball over the line. So.
I think there's a few players, Nev, here that we could make a recommendation to Mr. Klopp to maybe consider for the, you know, for the team as a backup.
I think so.
Especially the goalkeepers in Alisson's absence, but you know, Adriana's doing a fab job for us, as we know at the moment, just as these goalkeepers are.
Yeah.
Nice turn there by number 10, Serbia.
So I'm not showing any favouritism to this Singapore team, but it's a little known fact that my lovely wife Teresa is an English girl, but was actually born in Singapore when her dad was in the army out there. So she actually has 2 birth certificates, a Singapore one and an English one. So no favouritism from myself here for the Singapore team.
You're being very fair and honest, Nev. But there might be a big shout if Singapore score.
No, it's a good game. Both teams playing exceptionally well here. Obviously, Serbia having the 2-goal lead at this point, but I think there's more goals in this yet.
Serbia have definitely far more power, but Singapore have got the speed and the agility to, I think, make that penetration through their defence and get a goal and get themselves back in.
So we'll just take another look at that again. Oh, and it was a close shot. It was just wide of the goal there. I've got 2 ladies in the stand here giving me evil stares. I must be honest, I'm totally neutral. Definitely Serbian followers, making sure I don't diss their team, which is quite right.
Singapore pressing Serbia again, back in their own half.
Oh, and the referee waited there just to see. He gave it time.
Free kick to Serbia.
Yeah, so we'll have another little look at that tackle there. Yeah, he's just caught the inside of his ankle. I don't think there was any real intent, but the fact is the contact was made and it was a good call by the referee.
Serbia having a breakaway here. Will they score?
Oh!
Hits the post.
Serbia off the... He's collected it on the rebound. Number 2 for Serbia. That's the 2nd goal for Sirmir Tomic.
He's down.
Second goal.
He's down. Looked like he's might have injured himself while he was...
We'll just have another look at that goal. He's rebounded it off the crossbar. It's come off the crossbar and he's come in for the replay, but as he's landed on his right ankle, it's just twisted. There we go again. Just watch as his ankle comes down. It just twists underneath him. Yeah, I think it might even have been some contact with the Singapore player, unintentional.
Great follow-up by the Serbian number 2, though, to get the ball in the net. So 3-0 to Serbia. Can Singapore get themselves back into this game? I believe they can get a goal and then, build from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and there's Serbia on the attack again, and there you go. There you go. That's number 5 for Serbia. Nemanja Kolovac.
4-0 Serbia. Singapore heads are dropping a little bit with frustration, I think, because they are so trying hard in this game, but it's just not working out for them at the moment.
They're starting to get out-muscled now, Singapore. This Serbian team are big, strong lads, and they're starting to show now. Singapore won't be giving up, though. They'll fight to the end for this. But it's looking like it's an uphill battle now. Serbia really starting to get control of this game. Apologies, by the way, for the pronunciations. I'm not very good with my Serbian.
Well, you know, as Scousers now...
But I've got 2 ladies down here, and I'm sure they'll help me with the pronunciation of the names.
A Scouser trying to talk Serbian or Singaporean?
Well, I have said earlier, I'm a Scouser. I can barely talk English, let alone Serbian.
It's a very fast, interactive game. Even though they're 4-0 down, it's a really good, fast-paced game.
Yeah.
Great movement from both sides.
And there's the sweeper keeper coming out again. He had a little shot on goal there, but you've got to get it on target. If you're going to do this with these keepers, they've got to at least get it on target and, make the other keeper reply.
Oh, I think he fell on the ball there. I don't think that was an actual foul. It looked like he just...
I think there was maybe a little tug on his arm, which I think the ref saw.
That we couldn't see.
Yeah. Oh, wild shot over the top there. Singapore keeper coming out again, trying to make up that extra man outfield. Oh, very strong, very good move.
Good stop by the goalkeeper there with his feet.
Excellent move. We've got the counter-attack from Singapore. That's right, Carol.
Fortunately, they've been put back into their own half by Serbia. So lost that momentum there.
Oh, lovely pass there from the Serbians. Number 6, Stefan Radovanovic. Lovely pass.
Comment from Malwin Singh on saying a few players are genuinely trying. Pity some players just giving the ball away. I don't think they'd be giving the ball away on purpose. You know, the skill set's there, and players on both sides are pressing each other, so, you know, sometimes there will be errors. But all in all, very great skills by all players.
The whole point with this six-a-side game is the accuracy of the passes, and that's where you'll see the better teams really showing above the other teams with the accuracy of their passing and their formations very tight and keeping the shape.
Ball loaded up there from Serbia, gone out, so throw into Singapore. 36 minutes we're on at the moment.
Oh, we got number 5 there. Serbians hobbling off. Looks like he's took quite a knock there.
So Serbia playing it up into the free kick. Foul by the Serbian player. Be great if Singapore could score. You know, gives them a bit of hope, and I think they're worthy of scoring a goal as well, because they've contributed so much to this game.
They've played well. They've not given up at all. You know, they've not dropped their heads. You know, the Serbians are playing superb now, really showing their strength on the field.
And all just get behind the ball as soon as any Singapore player comes into their half.
Oh, they have absolute respect for this Singapore team. You know, they're coming back to a man, the Serbian teams, whenever the Singapore players get hold of the ball. So there's absolute respect. They're not taking them lightly at all. They know they can score. They've got to keep to their job, the Serbian team, right to the final whistle. Really playing well now around the box.
Intricate football there. So
using that. Little stumble from the keeper there, and that's that risk with the sweeper keeper coming out into play. You've got to be careful of that. Serbians nearly took him off there.
Serbia closing Singapore down right even in their own goal mouth.
So we'll just take another look at that with the Singapore keeper. Oh, just kicked it off his leg there. Very unlucky there with the Serbian players. So we're 39 minutes into this game of a 50-minute game, and it's 4-0 to Serbia.
As you said, though, Nev, you know, you've seen 3 goals scored in 5 minutes here, so...
we have. Nothing's impossible in the six-a-side.
I think in any football, nothing's impossible, is it, when you see the games over the years?
You play to the whistle. Oh, it's a lovely shot. It was wide of goal, but he really got behind it.
Nice power.
So it's a beautiful Sunday evening out here. If you are still thinking of coming down, there's still games to play. Beautiful Perth evening.
Kids are free, so get in the car and bring the kids down. It's a great setup. Beautiful evening, as Nev just said, and come and watch the beautiful game and support the local Locals, sorry.
So we're looking forward to a great game next. We've got Somalia versus Moldova. Now that could be an interesting game there. I think we're going to see a lot of goals in that game. Somalia not at the best competition. They've done okay, but yeah, there could be an interesting game, that one. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Somalia, Moldova, coming up immediately after this game.
Serbian player trying to take the ball down on his chest there, but it went off on his shoulder to throw into Singapore.
Oh, Serbians really doing well there, pushing it again, keeping that pressure on the Singapore team.
Wayward hit there by Singapore, number 7. You can see the frustration coming into their play now. A few little desperate balls instead of trying to slow it down and control it a little bit more.
Yeah, well, with 4 minutes left of the game, then they're just going to be taking chances now and having a go at anything they think they can get a goal from. You know, but the Serbian team are doing well. They're absorbing it well. As I said, they've kept their respect for this Singapore team. They're taking no chances at all. Oh, that was a high kick. That was a high kick from the Serbian number 11 there, Nikolai.
Looks like Serbia got a breakaway 3 against 2. Serbia hits it way over.
Just leaned back and kicked it over the goal there. So we'll just have a look at the high foot again. Just take a look at this high foot. Yeah. And then here's the goal chance. Yeah, just got underneath it. Just pulled himself back slightly and lifted it too high.
Singapore still giving it all their best, so they have to be proud of themselves. They've not let their heads fall. They've continually gone.
Well, we've still got 7 or 8 minutes of this game left, Carol, so anything can happen. A lovely play there from the Serbian number 15. Just took it under his foot and flicked it back out of play.
Serbia definitely like to go for these long shot powers from outside the box, and as we've seen, they've scored a couple of goals like that, so why change it if it's... Ooh, good tackle.
And we got 2-on-1 here from Singapore. Oh, and the keeper's done well. Serbian keeper, superb play, just gathered it up quickly. Oh.
Free kick to Serbia, taken out by the Singapore player there. Good skill shown by number 10 coming down the left side.
Yeah, so yeah, the Serbian number 10 could see that tackle coming in, and he's just lifted himself up and over.
So what can Serbia do from this free kick? Will they add to their score, or
yeah,
again going for the power shot, I think?
Oh, and a sneaky little play there. Number 7 for Serbia, unmarked at the back. Yeah, a little pull down there. Yeah, so we'll just see this. Yeah, he's just knocked into him. It's nothing major, no real intent, but Singapore have got a free kick out of that one.
Gives them an opportunity to see what they can do.
Yeah, it's not really a threatening position from that far back, but it's possession. Serbian team really moving well around the pitch, creating spaces, keeping the shape. And really just giving this Singapore team nowhere to go.
They've been solid in defence and they've been solid going forward.
Yeah. And just that physical strength again showing with the Serbian players. Excellent play. Oh, and there you have it.
Lovely skill there by number 7.
There you have it. Yes, number 7 there, Ivan Stokic.
Serbians have got a lot of support in the stands, fans making themselves heard.
So there's a replay of that goal there. He's just made himself space in the... You can see he's got the space in the box. The Singapore defenders have stood off him and he's tapped it in. Easy goal. Number 7. Ivan Stokic.
As I was saying, great support for Serbia in the crowd, letting themselves be heard, waving all of the national flags. It's great to see.
Yeah, it's great. I love it when these teams...
nearly back heel there by the Singapore guy. A big cracker if it'd come off.
Love it when these teams are bringing all their local supporters down, flags waving, horns going, bells. Great to see. And we want to see you all coming down and cheering the Australian team when they're out here to play. Nate and his team love to see that.
Serbia pressing Singapore again. Their physical, as you say, is just overpowering Singapore now.
Yeah. So we're just coming up to the 47th minute of this game. So 3 or 4, depending on the added time of this game left. It's currently sitting with Serbia 5-0. And we've seen a very disciplined and compact Serbian team. They've played superbly in this game.
They played very disciplined football, keeping the ball, shielding it, making the move when they need to.
Yeah.
And then now they're just about to break away against ball sky high, but good chance.
Yeah, he could have laid it off to the left there to number 8, but he went for the shot. And why not? You know, they're 5 goals in front. Let's just have another look at that. But they're 5 goals in front, so go for it. Why not?
You know what these forwards are like, Nev? They're selfish. They want to get the goals themselves, you know, so you can't blame them.
A little bit of Mohamed Salah there in him.
Yeah. Great
to see.
Be great if Singapore could score, even if it was just a consolation goal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the ball's gone out for them, so throw into Serbia.
Oh, and he's just knocked it out of play there, the number 14 for Serbia.
Oh, bit of Singapore keeper lost the ball under his foot then and had to kick it out for a throw into Serbia.
Serbia doing really well here now.
Oh, great skill by number 6 to lay it off to number 7.
And there's the tap in coming. And he's not gone for it. Number 8.
Oh, bit of excitement there near the end of the game.
Superb play there from the Serbians. Not just smashing it in, you know, trying to put it in with skill and respect for that. Number 7 again. That's Ivan Stokic. That's his second goal in this game. 6-0 up. Second goal for Stokic. Great game. Serbia really showing their strength in this game now, taking complete control of the game. Now let's just take another look at that goal. He didn't just smash it in. There's a little bit of left and right, and then tap it in. Lovely play. Lovely play.
Very composed. Singapore, to give them the due, are still giving it a go. You know, they're not sitting back like heads down. They're still giving it a good go.
Not at all. They want a goal in this. There's a throw into Singapore there. Yeah. And there you have it, that's the full-time score. It's 6-0 to Serbia. And really, Serbia outplayed, outskilled, outmuscled and outscored in the end. A fully deserved win, 6-0 to Serbia. Singapore, you know, full of heart, wanted to play to the final whistle, wanted to get a goal. What's your thoughts on that game, Carol?
Yeah, as you say, Singapore gave it their all. They never gave up, but Serbia, just with their disciplined football and their strength, just was far too much for Singapore to deal with. Yeah. Once they'd scored and then got the second goal, I think it was, you know, not much hope for Singapore. But
yeah,
great game by both teams, who were totally committed to make it enjoyable for the fans who are down here.
Yeah, it is. I quite agree, Carol. Guys, stay tuned. We've got Somalia, Moldova for the next game, and there's going to be goals in that game for sure. You'll have Carol back on for that one. That's the chairman of the Perth Liverpool Supporters Club here in Perth, or the WA, sorry, Liverpool Supporters Club. It's not just about Perth, it's about all of WA. And you'll have Elmi from Red Knight TV. You've got myself. Thanks very much for listening today. I'm Neville. I'm from Red Knight Fan TV, and it's been a pleasure commentating for you. Hopefully I'll do a few more games before this competition ends.
Same here. Thanks for the opportunity to comment. It's a fantastic event.
Yeah, so we're just watching the two teams celebrating here. Look at the Serbian supporters flooding onto the pitch. It's great to see. Look at the excitement there. We'll show you a couple of highlights from the game before we end this one. But as I said, if you're still thinking about it, get yourself down here. There's some great football being played, you know, some passionate football. And look at these Serbian fans absolutely lapping it up with the team. They love it.
It's fantastic to see. Such colour, such passion, such fun.
Look at it. Look at the kids in there. Look at these. Just seen a few highlights. You know, the goals coming from the Serbian team. There we go again. Just off the crossbar, and then this is the one where he collected on the rebound. Does take a little ankle spin off that, which you'll see again, but yeah, great goal.
Did well to follow up and get it in.
Yeah, great composure.
Thankfully he wasn't too badly injured. Yeah. Well, he wasn't injured, he just needed to run it off.
A little mistake from the Singapore keeper there, enabling Serbia to just take that up, and one hit, bang, and off you go. So good goals, you know, all good goals from the Serbian team, and fair play to them.
Yeah, I think they're a team to look going forward.
Number 7, another tap in there. All skillful goals. So we just got a little bit more. Yeah, we'll see a couple more goals here.
This is a great goal by number 7.
Great goal, and that was his second goal.
Really nice skill set on the ball.
Yeah, Ivan.
A little bit of a tweak left and then right, and then yeah, turn the defender.
Yeah, it's a great game, and yeah, just look at them. Look at those kids and families and everything out supporting that Serbian team, giving all the adoration. They're loving it. The team love it. The kids love it. The families love it. And that's what this is all about, Carol. This is all about families and kids getting down here and really soaking up this fantastic atmosphere.
Absolutely, Nevin. You know, and like when the kids go back to school, they'll talk about that they were down here, and you know, they'll spread the word about the beautiful game, and yeah, you know, and have those memories. Yeah.
So as we said, we've got Somalia, Moldova coming up next. There's going to be goals in this game. Stay tuned, watch it. It's going to be a great game.
Look forward to it.
Yeah. So from myself and from Carol, thanks very much again. And you'll have Elmy and Carol on for the next game. Stay tuned.